Right. So I'm going to get started. We got a lot of fun chat going on. We got a lot of ladies in here. It is 6:05. It is 5:05. It's 6:05. It's 7:05. It's 8:05. I want to respect everybody's time. It does look like you guys are doing good. All right. Jenny needs to let other people win this year. This app is awesome. I know, I love it. Thank you so much. I've been trying really hard, and wait until you see the updates tonight. Okay, so I got a little cray-cray. Yesterday we did a little test on this live situation, on this scene, in a little hidden group that I have. And the little hidden group all of a sudden motivated me, and at 8 o'clock last night I started putting together what we'll call a PowerPoint presentation. So that is now 30 pages long. So I hope y'all brought yourself a snack and a drink, because we got some things to talk about. Right? But first of all, if you're new to Ladies Off-Road Network, if you're new to this, number one, you're only here because you're a lifetime member or you're a member. That is the only way you got in here tonight. For that, I want to throw some hearts, and I know we don't have hearts right here, but let's throw some hearts, right? Hearts, hearts, hearts for everybody, because you guys are awesome. I hope that you're recognizing some names in the chat. If you don't, it's okay. You will start recognizing these names. This is my goal. This is what we got going on, okay? And so, oh, look at all the hearts. They exist. That's so awesome. Okay, so we're yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. You guys are great. Oh my goodness. So with that being said, I'm gonna get to going, because I have no idea. You know me, I can talk as long as I want. But normally we do back in the day, we're gonna talk about back in the day here quite a bit. But back in the day we did 12 days of giving. 12 nights in a row, I went live. We talked about what's happening the next year, right? We talked about all this stuff 12 nights in a row. And then I'm like, cut it down. Can't do that. So we went live 5 nights in a row. And that's what we've been doing until this year. And this year I decided, you know what? We're going to do it once, and we're going to do it for the people that are in the app, and the people that are engaged, and the people that are all a part of it, because that's what matters, and that's what matters the most. And so therefore, we have $6,600 worth of giveaways to give away tonight. Not sure if you guys saw the email, or if that's what finally got you intrigued to find some time, but I want to get to it. So with that being said, you should see my screen. What do you guys think? Is it cute? Is it cute? Right? Yeah, okay, it's cute. There we go. Okay, good. It's cute. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Re-invigorate. It's a word. It's fine. We're good. It's how I feel. It's sunflowers and Ladies Off-Road Network. So in any given moment, we have 2 options: to step forward into growth, or to step back into safety. And ladies, you know, there are certain days when we most definitely want to just like step back and cuddle with our blankie. Like, I can see my blankie right over there I cuddle with every night while watching TV. Or you can step forward, which sometimes that's scary, sometimes it's exciting, and sometimes it's growth. And that is what we're doing tonight. That's what I'm here to tell you about. And I'm very excited about it, and I hope you will be as well. But in the past is the past. And thank you for being a lifetime member. Here's what happened. This picture, this is a collage. It was actually a thank you note that got folded in half and went out. Who has one of these? And it was from 2019. All the different group shots. Like, look at all the massive amounts of rad ladies all over the country doing things. And 2019 was like the height of everything that we had going with Ladies Off-Road Network. We started it in 2016. 2019, like, oh my gosh, we were on the gas. We were at the top of the world. We had done 75 stops around the country that year doing 4-wheel parts events. We had a massive convention. You can see our Skittles night in there. All kinds of fun. And then, as with everything, 2020 happened. And I'm going to be really realistic and really upfront with you guys. Like, since 2020, it's been hard. It's been a battle for me. It's been a challenge. It's been a lot of things. And one of the things that really hit hard with me is I had to reorganize what we were doing like 4 times in the last 4 years. Some to the good and some to the bad and some to the I'm exhausted. I'm straight up exhausted. Not now, but I was. I was straight up exhausted. And Charlene needed a timeout. She looked like this. It wasn't fun anymore. Like, it was exhausting. And yeah, deep breath. Charlene needed a nap. And so for anybody this year that potentially got affected by the nap, I apologize to you in complete front forward talking, huge hearts again. I apologize to you if that affected you. In no way personal effect. It had, it's the old saying, it had everything to do with me, it had nothing to do with you. But that's what was happening. And I was just exhausted. I was just done. I was burnt out. I was tired. Right? I didn't even pick this sweater for this, and this is exactly what I looked like. All right. So we carry on. Oops. Gotta do this one. We carry frustration, and sometimes it's built on catastrophe. What a big word, right? I believe in failure. I'm fine with it. I'm good with it as long as it doesn't affect too many things. Frustration is all the time. Catastrophe, let's not do it. But that's what it felt like this year, and that's how I felt, right? And even just the last few weeks, the last few months, couple months, as I've been trying to do this big clean out program. Some of you guys have been part of it, some of you haven't, some of you know, some of you don't know. It's fine. But like, as I've been doing it, I'm like, gosh, I just feel like such a failure. Like, I haven't done anything successful this year. And maybe you're feeling that same way too. Like, oh, it's the end of the year. You know, we go through all of our lists and all the things that we were supposed to get done and all the stuff that was supposed to happen and everything. And you're like, oh my gosh, I just can't do it. And super out of control. And you're just like on the couch like this. Right? On the couch like this. And all of a sudden you say, wait a second, I didn't do so bad. And so at 2 o'clock in the morning, I couldn't sleep. So I reached over for my phone and I just started typing. And I encourage you to do this at some point in time. One of the things that's been big on my list is cleanup. And so I have touched every single thing of Christmas in my life. That's a big picture. That's a really big picture. And I'll share pictures later. This is just like a quarter of one tree. And when I did that, remember those old Christmas cards that everybody used to write, and everybody would like have different stories, and you'd get the one sheet and the Christmas card about their year? I decided I wanted to do that. And so I'm like, I'm going to write a Christmas card, and I'm going to tell everybody what I didn't do this year because I don't feel like I did anything. And next thing I know, it's more like thumbs in the middle of the night on your phone, right? Next thing you know, I keep going and I keep going and I keep going. I'm like, whoa, I did a lot. And 4:30 rolls around and I finally say, okay, I better go to sleep because I pretty much finished writing out my year. And I did a lot more than I thought. And so the next day, I grabbed that off my phone and I put it into a Word doc. My friends, it was 3 pages long of what I had accomplished. Look at everything that we did with Ladies Software Network this year. Even though I didn't feel like we did a great job, we celebrated 8 years. We did our first ever Raptor truck run, VIP at King of the Hammers. We did our Ladies Software Network Connect, our Lawn Con in Southern Cal, Spring Skills Camp in Arizona, VIP at Easter Jeep Safari. We went to beach and did education. It's been 9 years since I've been there. I'm so excited to be back. We did a Pacific Northwest Trail Days. We went to all 4 of the Overland Expos, including Overland Expo East. Did Camp Rubicon, which was fun. Oh my gosh, the scavenger hunt, tires, and an under vehicle program. We did a VIP at Sierra Trek. We did a bunch of Tread Lightly event participations and what I'm calling the epic cleanup. I changed a lot of things last night. Oh my gosh, you want to start twitching with me? Wild apricot is gone, my friends. We don't have to deal with wild apricot anymore. If you don't know what that is, that's fine. If you know what that was our member management system. It's gone. And I started a bunch of new programs, streamlining, because, you know, in 7 years, things change. And things get better and things get easier. And so we streamlined and we're changing. And then I realized I had done a bunch of stuff on the personal side too. Like, you have business and you have personal, right? Well, I celebrated my parents' 80th and 82nd birthdays. I spent over 6 weeks at my parents' house. I haven't spent that much time at my parents' house, I think, since I lived there. I had 5 garage sales. This last one was this last weekend. There's one epic video coming out because of that is dropping soon, so wait for that. I got to go to Alaska with BFG. I completed visiting all 50 states. I got 2 more mountain bike parks on my list, more national parks on my list. It was my 15th year at King of the Hammers. It was my 21st year at SEMA and my dad's 50th. I helped host the Off-Road Motorsports Hall of Fame induction ceremony. This house is almost remodeled. I just set the date. We just committed to the countertops today and set the date for the sink to get installed. If you know, you know. And I became a mountain bike racer mom and a shop mom, which, who knew? All those things, right? Like, you start writing this list and you're like, oh, no wonder I feel the way I feel, right? Like, holy guacamole. But you're not a failure. You didn't do bad. You just maybe didn't do what you thought you were supposed to do. And so I want you to make sure that you take a moment and reflect with me on this. Like, I'm telling you my year in Ladies Off-Road Network, and then I'm sharing my personal side too. But, like, I really want you guys to understand, I have not had a kitchen sink in over a year. Let's talk about that in stress level, right? Anyways, okay, carrying on. The grumpy cat came out, and now we will have a sink. Ay. All right, so there's no better place to put this than right here. Our 2024 Ladies Off-Road Resolution. If you participated, I have your envelopes. They're ready to rock and roll. They're ready to come back to you. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I want you to participate in the 2025 resolution. It's something that we do every year. It's 100% independent. It's 100% you. You write out your resolutions for the year, your goals, your ideas. One of them has to be off-road. That's all I ask. Everything else can be personal. It's you and I talking. It's nothing else, right? Like, this envelope basically stays sealed. It stays in our mailbox. I have a mailbox. And it stays in the mailbox until the end of the year. And then it gets sent out. Oh, look who decided to come say hi. Everybody say hi to Oil Cat. Yep. Hi, Oil Cat. So good to see you. Okay. And so these are you. This is you do you. Please be successful. Please put your resolutions down. It's unbelievable how you actually look at that list at the end of the year, just like I reflected on mine and said, whoa, I got a lot done that I wasn't expecting to get done, right? And so write the list. By writing it, you do half of it. You mail it to me. The P.O. box is right there. P.O. Box 7506, Mesa, Arizona, 85216. It'll be all over the place too. I did find a nice little form that might help all of us out too. So I think I'll get that out to everybody and give you guys an opportunity to try. But do it. Just do it. And we also, as you'll see, as we get this chat going more and more and more here in our Mighty app, that we will have a resolution group. So if you send in your resolutions, and we will get you all together so that you can support each other in your successes. All right. So that is the resolution. No stress. It's up to you. But we are going to continue with community. So this is starting to show you in depth of what's happening and what's going on. This is the app that you are in right now. You have made it. If you're on your phone and you have the Mighty app going, that's amazing. It's lovely, isn't it? Isn't it so much fun? By the way, I change my little saying within my heart every week that gives me a little motivational moment. Just something to think about on your screensaver. Doesn't mean I read it every time, but it's there for you. So your app is very successful. Put it on your phone, allow the notifications to come through. Trust me, I get it. There is a breaking point on when notifications are too much. But what you can see in the left-hand column here is home base. That's where you are right now. Maximize your experience. That you should have as well. That's how to use the app. It is very old. Don't go in there. Don't read it yet, but it's there and you should have it. Ladies Off-Road Network is the purple one, and right underneath it is lifetime members. So Ladies Off-Road Network, this was, we're going to say back in the day, because I'm in a change mode right now and I'm going to show you how all this stuff is changing, okay? So the Ladies Off-Road Network is the piece that has the generic Ladies Off-Road Network stuff, okay? So anything Ladies Off-Road Network, any of our chitter chatter that we need to do education-wise, anything on that lane goes in there. The lifetime member group, that's you guys. You guys are here for a lifetime. You're all off-roaders. You all share something. It is great. It's okay to have your personal experiences in there. Or this is what's going on in my world, or this is what's happening, so that you guys can have communication with each other. You will also see, as you click in there, you can see the members, so you can check out who the other members are, where the members are near you, etc., and start connecting so that you guys can go and do cool things. If by chance you've done an event with us already, you'll see on this screen it has the 2023 Lawn Challenge in there. Then you also have the different groups that you are participating in already. The fun part about this is at the very top of the left, it says personal feed. Every single group that you are a part of goes into that personal feed. So I just go to my personal feed and then I can see where everybody is chatting, what every group is doing, you know, if there's something new, that's where it's going to be. Same with events. If there's an event that's going on, you can go right there, you can click on it, and it'll show you all the events within your different groups. So those are the two most important ones at the top, your personal feed and events. And then if you want to dive in and check something out, or you want to post something specific into a group, this is how you do it. All right, so that is the fun part of how we're going to continue on with the community and utilizing our Mighty app. Also continuing with the community is Facebook, of course, like we can't leave it. But we are going to keep the Ladies Off-Road Network page on Facebook, but the group that used to be there, I shut it down a little bit ago. It was just kind of getting a spam move to it. So we're going to move that into the BowerMedia brands. If you're noticing, I also kind of changed the coloring of the app from teal to blue, and you'll see why in a second, because we're going to add some more goodness in there, right? So that group on Facebook is going to move to BowerMedia brands. You'll see what is going to happen with that in a second. In Instagram, we're going to keep the Ladies Off-Road Network page, of course, but now I'm going to go in and delete a bunch of things, because last year we started with that new fancy logo, which I still think is very great, and we're going to keep the logo, the square logo with all the words, but I don't need 10 more Facebook pages or Instagram pages to post to. Like, what in the world was I thinking, my friends? So you're going to notice those are going to get deleted, and but the main Facebook page is staying, the main Instagram page is staying. Still engage with those. That gets us out to the big world, right? And then this app is us talking. This is your safe space. This is what you've been after with Lady Software Network anyways, is to have that safe space where you're just talking amongst yourselves, getting to know yourself, and working together. Are we good with that on the community side? Everybody love it, love it? Yes, right? Simpling it down. Whew, what the world. All right, cool. So let's move on to events because we know how much I love events. All right, so in event life, we have the first one, and you guys are welcome to write down these dates. These are good dates. Everything's good. I will stop right here and say, nothing will go on registration mode until January 1st. Mark the date, lock it, figure it out, tell me you're coming, all the things. January 1st is when you can register, okay? Period. So don't stress out, and you guys will all have the first opportunity to register. So Ladies Off-Road Connect is February 21st to the 23rd, which really is just Saturday and Sunday. So Friday is our VIP day, and Friday is a shop tour day. I can only take 15 people. We pushed a little bit too far last year with 20 people. So 15 people will be able to sign up for the VIP day. These are the pictures on the bottom where we were at Icon and looking at shocks and how shocks were built. We were at laser nut and how that whole process is. And then we went to their shop, which if anybody went, you're welcome to say how cool it was. And then on Saturday and Sunday is our event. So the Ladies Off-Road Connect, we take over the Fab School. We're very thankful. The Fab School said yes again. And so that is the conference room that we will be sitting in. I have some more hands-on opportunity for us on Saturday. I have some amazing speakers that are lining themselves up for Saturday and Sunday. We have family dinner. You're going to see some trending to my pictures here where we love to have fun as well. If you haven't been to one of our events, prepare your cheeks because our cheek muscles really get a lot of work out. And so we have family dinners, and we have food, and we have plenty of food, and we have all kinds of food. Just don't worry about the food. Yeah, so that is February 21st, well, 22nd, 23rd, and a select group will be able to come on Friday. The way that's going to go down is the people that came last year get the first opportunity to get in on Friday and Saturday, Sunday, and then I'll open up to Lifetime, and then we'll open it up to the rest of the scene. You can absolutely fly in. It's the Ontario Airport. So you can fly in. You do not need a vehicle. This is a hotel-based scenario. All right. Very fun, very exciting. Yeah. Oh, pre-naps. Oh, yes, that's right. Yep. Cool. Our theme for this year was Wish and Work. And I don't know about you, but every dandelion that I saw throughout the year, I just remembered our weekend together and the positivity that we had there. So the dandelion represents hope and resilience, and it will be 3 days of hands-on learning, though. 3 days. What happened? We lost you. How did you lose me? Are you back? Am I back? Are we all back? Good, we're back. Okay, good. Good, we're back. All right, so 2025 continues with events in the Spring Skills Camp. It's been about the 4th or 5th year that we have done this. I love it. Little twisty this year, and I'll tell you why. So we're going to have Wednesday the 2nd to Friday the 4th. It's 3 days, but 3 full days. So we've always kind of marketed it as 5. but it was like a half day and a half day and then 3 full days. No, we were doing 3 full days of Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then we do have camping packages. You can fly in if you want. We always seem to have a correct amount of passenger seats. Bring your off-road capable vehicle and we'll be able to go do cool things. You're seeing we do the hands-on recovery stuff, we do driving stuff, we do spotting, we do all kinds of cool things, all right? Note at the bottom of this that we have, wrong way, a co-ed version coming the Monday to Wednesday after. So Wednesday to Friday is Ladies Off-Road Network, and then I'll get to the co-ed version reason in a minute. But April, Monday to Wednesday is a co-ed version. So if that satisfies your scene, then that satisfies that as well. In the middle, on the weekend days, we are going to do our Wilderness First Aid certification. So April 5th and 6th, it's a Saturday and Sunday, same exact space that we'll be at for our spring skills camps. Everything will be right there. We'll have our 2 days of learning. It will be open to Ladies Off-Road Network only first. And if you guys sell it out, that's great. But there is a star possible of co-ed where we're going to be adding in some of our other guests just so that we can fill the class. Okay, so that's going to be dependent on how that works. Yes, so if you're ready for your Wilderness First Aid, if you haven't done it, you need to do it. Let's get it done. The very next event that comes up is the Rubicon Skills Camp. Now, this is different. So if you've gone on the Rubicon with me the last couple of years, great. We're going to do it again. But we're adding some skills camp to it. So we're going to have a two weeks in a row. You get to pick your poison, as we'll say, right? So we have Monday the 21st through Sunday the 27th, and then we have a Tuesday the 29th through August Sunday the 3rd. So the first one is Monday to Sunday because we have 2 days of hands-on learning, Monday, Tuesday, and then we're going to do 1 day of VIP historic adventure. So I'm going to take you around the local area, and we're going to do our VIP check-in with Jeepers Jamboree. Then we'll do a 4-day VIP experience on the Rubicon Trail with Jeepers Jamboree. All of the food is covered. All of the amazingness is covered. Like, every big obstacle has a spotter on it, so you guys have the confidence that you need in order to get through it. This is absolutely a co-ed event. Even before, even when we were just doing it as Ladies Off-Road Network, it was something that I really encouraged husbands, friends to come on because it's a great scene. Can we have a birthday cake? Yeah. I love birthdays. I mean, look at our outfits. We always have a good time. We can absolutely have a birthday cake. So this is a family-friendly, well, the first one is not family-friendly. The first one is adult-friendly, Jeepers Jamboree. The second week is a Tuesday through Sunday. This is where we go on Camp Rubicon for our 3-day Rubicon Trail experience. So we have 2 days of hands-on learning, the VIP check-in and historic adventure, and then our 3 days on the Rubicon with Camp Rubicon. Camp Rubicon is the one that you've seen us do the last couple of years, and you can see Lisa and then Caitlin were my helpers the last 2 years, where there's a lot of kids and it's a lot of fun. So it doesn't matter if you have kids or not. Like, they don't overrun the place by any means. And in fact, if anything, it's like the biggest smile you can possibly have to watch these kids start learning off-road and jumping under the vehicles and all the rest of it. So that's where there's 2 different groups. There's the party group, which is the first one, and it's a 4-day trip on the Rubicon. And then there is more the family experience, which is the second one. All right. So awesome. This is a great opportunity. You do have to have a vehicle requirement. So this is front and rear lockers. This is 35 plus, I'd really appreciate if you had 37s. It just makes your life easier, right? Like my Jeep now with 37s is a baby Jeep. So, but we're out there and we're having fun. And the two skills days, hands-on days ahead of time, is driving and recovery. So, and we'll be in that general area of the Rubicon. So anything that you're feeling, maybe some anticipation about ahead of time of doing the Rubicon, this is an amazing opportunity for you where you can come, you can get that hands-on training ahead of time. You have me as your mama bear, if you want to say, so that we make sure that you make it through the trail. You have spotters at all of the big obstacles. And then we get cooked for while we go and hang out in the river and do all kinds of fun things, hikes and so forth and so on. So that is the Rubicon Skills Camp. The next one, the dates are to be announced. It'll either be September or October. I have a couple of windows in there, but I'm just waiting to figure out some other things that are happening. But it will be very similar to the Spring Skills Camp, where you have the 3 days, the Wednesday to Friday, with the hands-on learning. Then we'll have a self-guided Moab Adventure Day, a Tread Lightly Tread Trainer Day, and then we'll have a co-ed hands-on learning for 3 days, the Monday to Wednesday, and that would be in Southern Utah. These are some pictures of when we were there a couple years ago, and it was a blast. So you gotta feel out, like every single one of these is very, very different on which skills camp that you choose to come to. The Arizona one is very trail oriented. We're out on the trail. It's very vehicle oriented. It's very recovery oriented. The Rubicon Trail one is more high level, potentially driver oriented, some recovery oriented, but we're making sure that you feel prepped to get out there on the Rubicon Trail with your vehicle. And then this fall skills camp is more hands-on as far as garage oriented. You see us welding there. We're understanding more of the vehicle dynamics, vehicle maintenance. We're doing mapping. We still have the potential to get out on the trail, but this is, a lot more of that garage feel, that garage scene. So whatever it is that you're feeling that you want to up-level yourself on this year, these are the opportunities that you have, and you can come to all of them, because that would be amazing. Right? That would be amazing. Okay, but yet there's more. But wait, there's more in true Charlene fashion. So the VIP opportunities, we still have King of the Hammers, which is coming up super fast. We have Easter Jeep Safari that is here, Jeep Beach, and all 5 of the Overland Expos, and maybe more. Most all of these events, we participate in some kind of a Tread Lightly program, along with, maybe we go to autograph signings. We went to Laser Town. We were at King of the Hammers. King of the Hammers, I took the group behind the scenes at all the different locations. It was pretty fun. Jeep Beach, we're doing Jeep cleanups or beach cleanups every morning. You never know what's going to happen at Overland Expo. We always have some kind of adventure. There was our Pacific Northwest Oregon adventure group, and King of the or Easter Jeep, yeah, same thing. Like, there's all kinds of parties you can get yourself invited to, all kinds of stuff happening. So if you are planning on coming to one of these, this is where you get into my mix. And sometimes it's a little more like, okay, King of the Hammers, here's your camping area. You don't have to camp with us, but here's your safe camping area, and here's where you can be. Or it can be more hands-off, like Easter Jeep, where it's like, okay, you guys, this is where you stay where you want to stay. I can help you get to a place to stay. And then here's the different activities to join us with as we go through. So each one's a little different, and that way, as you are getting there, you can start sorting it out. All right. Then there's this. This has been up for a year now, a couple years now. And, sometimes, a lot of times that just doesn't hit your fancy, or you just want to do something by yourself. So you can create your own educational experience. You can bring your friends. You can split these costs with friends. There's all kinds of ways to do it. And or maybe you just want to go on an asphalt exploration, or you want to work on you want to do something very specific for your learn pattern. I can help you out with that. We can also do bigger groups. So maybe you have a group that you want to put together. We did this a couple of years back. It was amazing. Somebody put their group together and I just came and participated in it. We were able to market it, and a few more people from the local area came, which was great. Or maybe you have something else that you think would be great for me to come and help you with, and I'm all ears. So we just need to work on it and work on the schedule. And so here is where we do some change. And with that was fun. Okay, and so now there's change. So we got through all the fun stuff. Ladies Off Our Network is amazing. Ladies Off Our Network is awesome. We have all kinds of events going on. We have all kinds of cool stuff going on. We have the app. We have the community. We have our group. We have our friends. We're all together right now. We're having a great time. And Charlene needed a timeout, and she needed a nap, and she needed to understand what made her happy. Oh. Sometimes we need to be happy, right? And so this is one of my statements that I talk about all the time. There's 3 C's in life: choice, chance, and change. And you must make the choice to take the chance if you want anything in life to change. And if you look in the bottom right hand corner, there's a Bauer Motorsports Media logo. Many of you don't probably even know that logo exists, and that's fine, but I'd like to introduce it to you. So here's Bauer Motorsports Media. It was established in 2009. I just celebrated our 15 years in business this June 2024. I started it after in 2008, the 2008, the entire economy crashed, and I was working for some magazines, and so the media space crashed. And I looked at the big picture and said, well, I can start my own business and I can do PR, because there's going to be a bunch of people that are going to start websites and they all need PR for their websites. And so that's what I did. And I created press releases, and I was at the front end of Facebook and the front end of YouTube. If you go to YouTube, we have over 1,000 videos on our YouTube channel. I did all of this for years, for 8-9 years, until I started Ladies Off Our Network and took on Ladies Off Our Network full time. So if you've never seen Bauer Motorsports Media, I get it, but that's where my email address comes from. That's where I come from. I've worked in the off-road industry for 30 years. This was the 15. I learned a lot, and then I went and did my own. Our mottos are: we put you in first place, because that's what media and marketing does, right? We get you out there. And then there's 2 parts to business: marketing and innovation. And I believe in that a lot. So I was the top PR firm and marketing group for many of the top racers, companies, and events. Some of them I was very silent for, so you didn't know I was the one in the background doing it. And then there's others where it was a lot more obvious that I was out there rocking it and making it happen. So that is BowerMedia. So with that, over this last few months, I've really said, what did I love about it? Like, what were the programs that we had that I loved, and what needs to come back, and what needs to stay gone? And our industry continues to change too. Our off-road industry changes so much, and I'm very much an industry person. Like, I'm at the core of the industry, which is why we started Ladies Off Our Network in the first place, is because there's all these amazing women that are coming into the off-road space, and yet there's nobody paying attention to them and giving you guys, us the information and the knowledge base and the way that we learn. It's very important. And so I turned off BowerMedia and a bunch of the projects, and I started Ladies Off Our Network. And Ladies Off Our Network is clearly not going anywhere, but I am bringing back some of my favorites. So here we go. Are you ready? Bauer Power Hour. This is the first one that's coming back. This is the show that I used to do. I did it. We had 5 series, 51 episodes that are on our that are on our YouTube channel now, so you can always go back and watch them. On the right-hand side is what it used to look like. That's what we'll call the old view. The new view is very different. It looks really cool. It used to be a news show because, of course, it was PR, right? We were always very news-based. Now it's going to turn more into an education show because that's what we need. That's what our environment needs. It'll be almost weekly, and I say that because it's going to be Tuesdays at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, just like what you guys are doing right now, just what you're used to. It'll replace our live at 5s. But the almost weekly is there's certain weeks where we will not be able to produce one because I'm offline. I'm somewhere where it just doesn't make any sense. We'll have very much a schedule to that, though, so you'll know ahead. You'll be able to understand who's there. The really cool part about this to me is it's going to be co-hosted with an industry professional. So I always tend to pick on Greg Mulkey from Raceline Wheels when I give examples, and so I'll use him as an example. So let's just say he's my co-host for the night. Well, we want to dig in on wheels. We want to, so many of you have questions about beadlocks and like, why do I need a beadlock? Well, quite frankly, you probably don't, right? And here's the consequences to it, and here's the pros to it, and here's the why. And then we'll dig into events, and we'll dig into all of these different topics that this professional has great information on, so that when you leave that hour-ish of time after listening to what we'll call a podcast, that's like the new word, right? But it's very video-based. When you leave, you'll be like, I get it now. I get it, right? And that's what we want. And so Bower Power Hour is coming back, and I'm very excited about that. Yes, and I appreciate all the positive comments. We did it from 2014 to 2017. It was a ton of work. And also, I will tell you, part of my reality check of bringing some of this back is I learned from the past so that we can be successful in the future. And how can we do things better? And how can we do things easier, especially with the technology that we have today? And we've been nailing it. So very excited about this. Yes, we will have RV stuff as well. That's absolutely part of it. The next one that's coming back, woo, this was like really fun for me, is our shirt and swag club, right? Our shirt and swag club. So if you're part of it, nice. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, get ready for this. So it's really hard to find off-road shirts, especially for guys. These are for guys too. So it's guys, girls, and youth, as you'll see. But you just can't find them. Like they're not on the internet. They're not around. It's like, how do you find all the cool racer guys shirts and get those and everything? And so it's back. So our monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly package is delivered with a t-shirt in it and a little bit of swag, some kind of a gift. Plus, inside of it, we'll give the description sheet that lets you know about the significance of the shirt, so you understand like what you're wearing and why. They're all really cool shirts, and so it's something fun. It's not like just a logo shirt. All right. Guys, we do small to 4XL, and on every 12th shipment, they get a hoodie. Girls, I am saying it's a ladies offered positive shirt. I'm always extremely about the positive statements. Like you'll see one here in a minute. Ladies Offered Network and I'm Not Just a Girl are both of my brands, and you'll see always how positive they are. So we have from small to 4XL. It's not just going to be a Ladies Offered Network shirt. It's not just going to be an I'm Not Just a Girl shirt. We will roll into other brands, or maybe there is what we'll call a guy design that would look really cool on a girl's V-neck shirt. And so we will set it up that way. Girls, because I'm talking to you right now, you can sign up for this, but I need monthly responses because you get to customize your shirt style. This is where the girl side goes real cray-cray, right? Because some girls like V-necks, and some girls like scoop necks, and some girls like tank tops, and some girls hate tank tops, and some want black, and some want green. And so you will get an email that says, here, you get to pick which style. I'm not going to show you the design. You don't get to get all crazy on me about the design, but here's your options. You want this shirt or do you want this shirt, right? Yeah, and potentially glitter or no glitter, right? And so you get that option. And if you don't respond in an appropriate amount of time, I'm picking for you. That's how that's going to go down. All right. But you do get the options because it's super important to me that you feel comfortable and that you wear the shirt, right? And then we have youth small to youth extra large, because I want kids wearing off-road shirts. How cool is that, right? Like, let's get them to school with off-road shirts. Let's make them have some fun. And again, those don't exist in the market since I took this offline back in the day. Noted, there will be a family discount when shipped to the same address. So let's say there's 2 of you in your household and you're doing a guy shirt and a girl shirt. If you sign up under the family discount, essentially you're getting one of the shippings for free, right? Like, that's how it works out. And then the oh my gosh, I like the dartboard idea. And then if you have kids, you know, maybe we have a girl shirt and 3 kids shirts, same thing. Like, I'm making it very economical for the family to be able to be there. Can girls get shirts in men's sizes? So yes. I mean, essentially, we have small to 4XL in the ladies' size, but a girl can sign up for the guy shirt style. Does that make sense? I think that that's the answer to that question. So super, super, super happy about this one. And now on to the newish. The newish is because most everything that we are bringing into what is now called Off-Road Exposed, this is the new brand, I've already done. We're just putting it in a new rad logo. Oh my gosh, thanks, Emily, I appreciate that. Yes, new rad logo, right? So the Off-Road Exposed is there, and Shwabam Shabam, it's new, it's a little TMZ, but it's 100% for education. So what we're exposing is the information and the knowledge that needs to go into everybody for what a product is, what an event is, et cetera, et cetera. So this Off-Road Exposed will now have a store, which replaces the race team store. Back in the day, if you know these, great. If you don't know them, don't worry about it. We'll have a whole newswire area where all of the press releases will be posted up, and the PR will be there, which replaces our old Off-Road newswire. Our education series, this really continues what we're doing with Ladies Off-Road Network, but for guys too. And so that's where you're seeing my spring skills camp and my fall skills camp have a co-ed option. Girls and guys can join into Off-Road Exposed. Clearly, Ladies Off-Road Network is built for the ladies so that we have a space to be in our zone and educating our own way. And then there's a calendar, and the calendar replaces our BowerMedia calendar that we used to have, and it looks something like this. So very thankful Lisa's been helping me out. This is April of 2025. If you are bored, then you need to go check out our calendar. So on Saturday the 26th, it doesn't really matter where you live. You can pretty much find something to do. And so this calendar will be available online soon enough, and you guys can check it out. This is pretty much all of the off-road events around the country, and we'll be pushing this so that people have the opportunity to be successful and get out and do fun things. Again, it has not existed since BowerMedia went offline, and I'm really excited to bring it back in a very, very full way. So each one of the colors represents different things. We have everything from dirt bike to competitions, to just expos, to trail rides, to vans, to overland. We've really tried to break it out, so if you're looking for something specific, you can be successful. You'll also notice at the end of each one has the state. So just by glancing at the event name, you can see what state is there and if it's even reasonable for you to click on. To our store, I'm Not Just a Girl, what is also my clothing brand. Many of you have either experienced it, seen it, but it's been hidden for the last 2 years since we moved to Moab because it's been stuck in a trailer. But it's getting loaded up on the store right now. And what is out there is for sale. And then we have new designs. I have some new designs that I'm bringing into the I'm Not Just a Girl lane. I also have new designs coming in for the Ladies Off-Road Network, not just the logo brand. We have our Off-Road Exposed designs and Bauer Power Hour. But beyond that, in the store, we also have racers. We'll have companies, events, YouTubers, overlanders, anybody that you know that might have or wants to have a a shirt out for sale. We do that. And that's what the race team store used to have, but of course it was racers only, right? The race team store. So now I've broadened it under this Off-Road Exposed brand to say, okay, it's everything off-road. We're exposing the YouTubers. Here's this overlander that's out going and doing all these great adventures. They're wanting to sell a shirt. We're hosting it on the store and we ship it out. We also have partner products. We have our Amazon store and we have discount codes, which I'll show you how to access those, even in the Mighty app that you already have access to now. So this is fun. That was established in 2011. See, nothing really new. It's just coming back in a bigger, better, badasser. Do I get to say it? Bigger, better, badasser way, right? Yes. But here's the big deal. This one's really important to me. And this is the education side that I have been like begging to do for Ladies Off-Road Network. And it came to fruition and it's coming to fruition and it's here and it's going to happen. And it's what we call the binder program. So it's going to be under the Off-Road Exposed brand. But we will also have it to where it has the Ladies Off-Road Network logo on it for our group, right? Or if there's another group, they'll have their logo on it associated with it. And inside the binders, you purchase your binder choice of color. Are you ready for this? Oh, there's 9 colors. 9. Even a lime green for my lime green Jeep friends, right? Or blue for my Toyota friends, or burgundy, or yellow, or green. There's 9, right? That was a lot. Okay, that was dramatic, right? That was dramatic. There's 9 colors. So you purchase your binder in the color of your choice, and inside of it will be the first lesson, which is the Air Down, Air Up lesson. And then you purchase the monthly subscription, and every single month, just like a magazine, you would get something in the mail, which was so exciting. So exciting. Sorry, it's very exciting. And so you will receive your lesson notes in the mail, and then you'll get to put those into your binder. And you'll also receive 10 mini lessons because, well, there's too much to do 12 lessons a month or a year. Like, we got more to talk about than that, right? And so you'll get 10 mini lessons, and you'll also get 5 pro tips that are like super random from me, like my favorite mopper, right? But they'll be under different topics, ranging from garage to overland to RV to tools, health, all kinds of different things. Then, once you get this, you go to the app. And don't worry, I'll show you where this is in a minute. Then you go to our Mighty app that has the video and the more lesson depth. I'll show you all this in a second. The video is pretty cool. It's just me talking, of course, but it's cool. And as you can see, it's web and mobile friendly. And then at the end of you doing your lesson, you submit a quiz, which completes the section. So let's just use this air up, air down as an example. You do your air up, air down. You take the simple little quiz. It's not meant to stump you or be like crazy, right? But what it does do is when you're done with that, what it's telling me is you finished it, so you get a badge in Mighty, which is rad, on the app, and also an enter to win for that month's giveaway. So let's just say, as an example, you get a couple months behind because life happens and that's how it goes. And so you have 3 different lessons built up that you haven't been able to do. Don't stress out about it. Just get it done when you can get it done, right? Sit down, do your 3 lessons, and then that month you end up with 3 enter to wins for that month's giveaway. You just didn't get them back there. Yeah, easy peasy. So very fun, very interactive, very exciting. Now, you can do this on your own if you want. Totally cool. Like, none of it is meant to be hard. It's meant to be educational. Or you can use the app in order to ask questions or communicate with others. And you can even put a local group together to meet up and work together, which I'm going to show you how to do that too. So this is like the really big deal for me on the education side. You guys know how important education is for me and bringing it out to you. So essentially what I have done here is I have put my love for media together with my love for education, and I'm trying to put it out for everybody to be successful. So I'm going to just bounce through these, but this is like your air up, air down. You have your QR codes so that you can go to the full lesson. These are just your bullet point notes. This is not the full 72 paragraphs that Charlene can write out. That's on the app, that's online. These are your bullet points that are going to go into your binder, that when you go out wheeling, you take your binder, and these are your oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Here's your common challenges, things that might happen. Here's a couple of pro tips of things that can go down. Then you have your shopping list, and that's blank because everybody's different. Everybody's different. We talk about different things. Now you can write down what you want. But Valve STEM cores, they're universal. So I put universal there. Here's a couple QR codes, one to our Amazon store that has all of these different air products in one spot, and also to our Offered Exposed store that will have some things available as well. And then your vehicle. So I want you to think about, what is your tire, make, model, and year? What is your door pressure on the stock pressure that's on your door? What is your street pressure? What are your off-road pressures? And then here's some room for some additional notes so that you can be successful at really getting after what matters to you about this particular lesson. And again, this is just number 1, and there's 1 a month. These are the pro tips that come with it. So there's 10 pro tips. You're seeing how every single one has its own little box. This is about tread lightly and the different treads. Here's about air filters, how to keep them clean. And again, each one of these, and you'll see in a second, has a space within the app. So it will have even more there. JB Weld, what that's all about. And then you'll get a thank you note or just a hello note from me along with the events coming up. Our events, our Ladies Off-Road Network and Off-Road Exposed events. And then here's my random thoughts, my 5 pro tips. So here's my Mr. Buddy. And what else did I talk about? Oh, geez, I don't remember. Oh, water pumps, because we just dealt with a water pump. Like all kinds of cool stuff, right? Things that I've used so that you can use. Bauer Power Hour comes with its own guide sheet. So as you're watching Bauer Power Hour, we'll start off with 3 vocab words. So you can grab the vocab words. You can print these right offline, but in the packet that you get monthly, you'll get 1 so that you can have it. And that way you can continue to make notes and make learn moments. And then our Adventure Seeker, this is a cool page. I've been playing with it through my trips just lately to see what works and what doesn't work and what matters and what doesn't matter, so that I can keep track of my events as well. Hey, look who came to say hi. Hi, Piston. What you doing, buddy? Yeah, he hasn't taken down a Christmas tree yet, but you see how much he looks like the bag? Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's very nice. Both the cats came to say hello to everybody. Yes. So this is what it looks like now with Off-Road Exposed added. So I showed you the Mighty app before, with just the things that you have access to. And now I'm going to show you what it's going to grow into. So here's your home base to maximize your experience, shopping and discounts. You guys will have access to this very shortly. I'm getting it loaded right now. We have partner products, and we also have our BowerMedia brands offerings. So like we have a Tread Lightly discount code. We have a BFG rebate code. We have a bunch of different codes. So those will all be in here where you guys can access them very easily. Oops, sorry. I'm like so used to scrolling. And then down at the bottom is the Off-Road Exposed community. So there's our community. And you'll notice across the top, we have our feed, giveaways, members, and now connect with members. So this is what I wanted to show you, where you can actually host your own local meetup. People have been wanting to do this for a long time, and I'm really excited about it, where they can host their meetup. You can do a study session if you just want to get a group together, like on the third Thursday, have a consistent study session going. That's great. And then that way everybody can get together and talk about the topic, learn some more, maybe add some value to it. Or if you want to go out on trail rides, that's great. It tells you how to submit it to us, and then we post it in here for you and make sure that everybody has access to it. So this is exciting. It's been something that's been coming for a long time. We used to do meet and greets along across the country. We'd have at least, gosh, how many were we having? We were having at least 20 a month. And this makes it way more fun for you guys to host it instead. The other one, down at the bottom, you see where it says event duplicate. So every event that's going on, the Spring Skills Camp, the Rubicon Camp, the Fall Camp, everybody that is a part of those has access to it. So the minute that you sign up for it, you get your packing list, you get your details, you get everything. You understand who else is coming with you on that trip, all by being in here on the app. So as Ladies Off-Road Network, we have ours. So if you sign up for a Ladies Off-Road Network event, it's in our group. Off-Road Exposed community will also have their group. So this is where the education folders will lay. The air up, air down, and yes, I recognize that I flip-flopped these because I'm doing everything offline right now, and I just set this up so you guys could see it. But the air up, air down lesson is there, and then you take the air up, air down quiz. Once you take the quiz, that gets you the badge that says I did it, and it also puts you into our enter to win for that month's giveaway. The pro tip folders on the left, instead of just saying like January's pro tip, February's pro tips, because it doesn't make any sense. Like, you want to go in there and you want to understand something, like you want to go to the garage area or the tools area. So the pro tips will be underneath their specific category. And so you'll be able to understand the vehicle dynamics. That is me breaking down the axles and the shocks and the suspension and all of the different pieces of the vehicle for you so that you can learn about it. And then you see our Ladies Off-Road Network area that I had expanded earlier. Bauer Power Hour will have each one of our sessions in there, and it will also have additional value of here's all the notes that go with each one. Your group, we are Ladies Off-Road Network, so we get our own space, but we do have some other groups. Let's say Cal 4-Wheel Drive as an example. They may want to have a group space where all their Cal 4-Wheel people have access just to chat with each other about the lesson, and so they will have that space. You'll have the opportunity to up-level and purchase a vehicle build space where you can own it and you talk all about your build, you lane it out, you have it out there, and people can ask you about it, they can talk about it, they can learn from you. Same with the adventure seeker. So as you do your adventures across the country, you can post up your trip reports and people can ask you about them. But you own your space, so you really own that zone and what that looks like. You have access to it. What do you guys think? Is that rad or what? Pretty rad. So that's our plan. That's what we're going to do. Just that. That's all. No stress. Yeah. No stress. Just Piston and I over here. You know, Piston never looks like that, right? I know. So I'm very excited. You know, Ladies Opera Network has been an amazing journey, which is not stopping. I just want to make sure everybody continues to understand that. Ladies Opera Network has been an amazing journey. It's given me the opportunity to learn education. And for that, I'm forever grateful. And now we add back in my BowerMedia space and the amazing pieces to BowerMedia. You know, the Shirt and Swag Club doesn't really fit, but it's something I loved to do. And so I want to do it. Gosh dang it. And so that's what we're going to do. Right. It makes me happy. It's like Santa Claus. You get to like push a bunch of packages out of the house every month and go to the post office. It's an amazing thing. Yeah. So so that's the rotation. The binders I've been working on consistently. You see all the different colors. We have tabs that are all marked up. We have all kinds of cool stuff. And I'm really really excited about it. Okay. That's what I got. You guys good with that? Okay, great question. Is Offer and Expose a separate membership? No. We are a core group. Ladies Offer Network is a core group of ladies at this moment. With me shutting down Wild Apricot, which was our member management system. I will tell you guys right now, there are 223 ladies that are going on. And what I mean by going on is they're part of the lifetime member group. Now, you also notice that not everybody is signed up right now. We don't have 223 people online with us right now. I know a group of people have challenges with the timeline, and I get it. And there's also some that just aren't engaged anymore, which is fine. Life changes, right? I've even seen some people here like, I want to get more engaged again, which is great. Like, I totally get it. Life changes. I'm the first one that told you, look what we just did this year, right? Took a nap, had to re-identify. So it's fine. So what I'm doing as far as that is concerned, it is not a different membership for Ladies Off-Road Network. You will have access to it. You will have special pricing for it. Yes, you have to purchase the binder. Yes, you have to get into the monthly rotation, but you'll have special pricing. So your pricing will not be what is retail out there, because I appreciate you being a part of our group and being a part of this scene. And I hope that you guys understand and appreciate that as well. So yeah. Is there a membership for others? Yes. But the membership for others comes through the monthly subscription. So they have two options. They either get just the education, and that's a lower price, of course, because they just want the education, which is fine. Or they can get the premium education, which includes the chatter, right? The community scene. That's why those two are separated out. And so that will include the community scene and being able to be a part of the events and all the rest of it as well. But everybody gets home base. So home base is me talking at you, I guess is the word. And we go from there. Pam, I knew that question was going to come up at some point, and it just hurts my heart because all the people want all the paper to go away, which I appreciate, and there will be to some degree. Yeah, that's why Danielle just LOL'd, because we had like an hour conversation about this in the motorhome driving to the East Coast or from the East Coast. Who knows where we were, but that was exactly the topic that I'm like, bruh. But it's but it's fine because a PDF just gets lost and you need to put it in your binder, and your binder needs to be in your vehicle because you don't have access to all that stuff when you need it. Right. So anyways, both. Yes. I love it. I love it. Okay, I appreciate you all. Don't go anywhere. We got things to give away. Are you ready? For a second. I just really want to tell you I appreciate you. And this picture that's left up here, like, let's do this. Let's throw sand in the air. Let's get dirty. Let's have fun. Let's do that. And I don't know where you're at in your journey. Like, maybe you felt like I did this year. Maybe that was last year. Maybe you had a kick-ass year this year. Heck yeah, I support you 100%. Everybody has a different journey, right? Everybody has a different journey, which is okay, which is absolutely okay. But I also want you to get into that moment of, if you're feeling in that funk, or you're feeling like I did a week ago where I'm like, I'm just a complete failure, I got nothing done, try and write it down, right? Try and write it down and go, oh my gosh, yeah, I completed a lot more than I realized. Like, there's 12 months in the year, and it's okay. It's totally okay. And just because we had goals for ourselves doesn't mean that those can't rotate. Like, I had no intention, this is going to sound awful, but it is what it is. I had no intention of going to my parents' house for 6 weeks this year. None. But it happened. And it was great. I got to see my best friend 6 times. I got to see my brother 6 times. I got to spend 6 weeks with my parents that I wouldn't have done. But other things fell off. Fair enough. So give yourself a lot of grace, especially this time of year. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself the ability to say it's okay. Give yourself the ability, and this is like the good part of the end of the year, is somehow we say, boom, on December 31st, the door closes and everything is perfect on the 1st. Well, it doesn't really work that way, but let's go with it and let's make it happen. And let's also just make sure that you get those resolutions in, that however you want to participate in Ladies Off-Road Network, I'm here for you. Any way that you want to be a part of it, you want to come to the events, great. We need to help you get to the events, no problem. Let's talk it out. Let's think about it. If you want to, do more stuff online, if you really want to get engaged in this binder program, I'm super excited about that. If you want to host some get-togethers, if you want to host some trail rides, whatever that looks like. We're opening it up. Off-Road Exposed opens up our scene to guys and youth. The youth is down the road a little bit. I have other programs for them as well. But the guys are coming in under that category. So if you have a significant other that maybe has felt left out through this learning process, well, guess what? Now they can participate. If that's not part of your life, no stress, right? Like, that's why we have Ladies Off-Road Network. So I just want to make sure that it's an understanding if we have everything, we have everybody is working together. I'm super excited about it. And I am here for you. So I know some of you don't feel that way because I haven't been there the last couple months, and I apologize for that, but I hope this hour and a half has given you an insight into what I was up to. And then I needed a nap. I really needed a nap. And I feel a lot better. I'm not even on sweet tea. And look, I've been talking really fast. You're welcome. All right, what else do we have? Oh, I also want to show you the glitter jet because this came up today. This is a long story, but the glitter jet was underneath the transportation tree. If you saw that tree from earlier, that was there. I think that's it. I think that's what I have here. All right, are you ready? Okay, I'm very thankful for BFG and this opportunity that they gave you guys to win 2 sets of tires tonight. Oh, we have a new person. Let me change the number. If I did see Anne say that she bought BFG tires this year. I do have a 15% rebate code that you need to get from me. I was putting out the email. I should have put it out last week, but I've been under. I am the web designer as well. Like, I do it all. And so I've been just like constantly changing. So I need to get you guys the email so that you guys can get the rebate code for BFGs. If any of you have bought BFGs this year in 2024, you can email me and I'll email you back. Or I will be putting a blanket email out to our group. So if you got in here, then you also have that. And that way you can get that 15% rebate. You just have to get it turned in by December 31st. You have to buy the tires by December 31st. And I think you even have a couple days after that in order to get the rebate in. Okay. I cannot guarantee, I see how a couple of people are wanting some or need tires. I cannot guarantee I have that rebate next year. I just never know. I can't, it's not me that makes that decision. They grace it to me. And you know how businesses are, they change all the time. So if that helps with your decision, great. If not, fine. And if you purchase 2 sets, use different names. Just saying. Okay, here we go. BFG tires. And I know y'all are going to pop off as soon as it is or is not your number. So I just want to say happy holidays. Thank you. Keep in the loop. Stay on the app. The website is not up to date. This is our space. This is you and I. This is you and us. This is us and me. I don't know. All the words that don't make any sense. Okay? So I just want to make sure, keep coming back to the app. Turn your notifications on to where they're not super annoying, but that you stay engaged. And let's really turn this place into an amazing space that it should be. And I'm very, very thankful for you. There's a few of you that I haven't met yet, and I cannot wait to meet you, and I really appreciate that as well. So, and many of you that have been around forever, and some of you that we'll say are coming back, and I appreciate that too. I love it. Okay. Deep breath. 47, Danielle Wilcher, and number 29, Cindy Groth. Crazy! Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Appreciate every single person. If you guys want to stay on, if you have questions, I'm here. I don't need to go anywhere. If you got other things to do, I get it. This ended up being a lot longer than I anticipated, but my 30 slides, my 30 slides came in really handy. Hope you don't mind. That's the way we did it. But if you've been on one of our lives when we did like the 5 days of giving or whatever, I never had this. Like, I never did this because we had to do it on Facebook Live. And so this is really cool how you guys can see me on the screen and have some different cuts into it, right? And how do you get your gifts? Great question. So if I'm mailing it to you, I should have your mailing address. I did do a email about 2 weeks ago saying, do I have your most current mailing address? So if any of you have a different mailing address, please email me as well. And I will make sure that that gets in and gets changed, whether you want or not. Whether you will be up January 1st. The store will go live on January 1st. It's a business. If you own a business, you totally understand why I'm doing that right now. January 1st, you'll be able to sign up for the events, everything except for the fall event, right? You'll be able to sign up for. We'll have the binder program. I'm going to push myself. We'll have the binder program up and running. And we will also have some of the store up. So like the Ladies Off Our Network stuff will be in there. The new Ladies Off Our Network stuff will be in there. We have the sunflower shirts and a few other things. So save your guys' Christmas money. Any Christmas money you buy, just save it. And then we have our I'm Not Just a Girl, and I have a few other things that can go in there right away. And then we'll be opening that up for other people to come in throughout the year. So the store is like a phase 1.5. So there's a first phase to it and then more. And then we have like 3 more phases to offer it exposed as well. But this binder program is really important. So I want to get that going. And I might have more tires. Just saying. So the price for the monthly, that's great. So the the monthly premier, and now remember, I'm going to tell you retail pricing, okay, for offered exposed people. So the premier is $29, and that includes, let me go back to this screen here. Hold, please. I kind of cut it. So the premier includes being able to be a part of this offered exposed community as well, that has the constant conversation, the ability to get giveaways, you know, to do the quizzes and get the giveaways, understand who members are that are also a part of it, and connect, do the event side. They'll also have access to the shopping and discounts. And then in this field, they'll have education folders, the pro tip folders, the vehicle builds, adventure seekers, like all that stuff. Like, so that's $29 a month. 19 is just the education folders and the pro tip folders, because that's the mailing and then access to these. So that's just, they want the education and don't care about the community part, which is fine. Doesn't matter. That's cool. I get it. As you know, I want people to have the education. And at $19, like, I'm not reading the comments, but that's super low. So the value system to what you're going to get in this lesson for $19 is really significant. So for our Ladies Offered Network group, because we already have our Ladies Offered Network scene, my opinion, and we have some opinion seekers still on here, so you guys can feed in your opinion. I'll give you the option, is the Ladies Offered Network lifetime member group. Now, this is just you guys. This is not a big picture conversation. This is very, you'll get this in an email, is you just do the $19 and you get all of the community, all the offered exposed community opened up to you, in addition to the Ladies Offered Network that you already have. So you get the education folders, the pro tip folders, and everything else on here. And the bonus, so the bonus is the community, and all the rest of this opens up. And that's what I think is fair. I think that's good. So you get the premiere at the regular price. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. So that's what I think is, that's what I think works. And then if somebody is coming in from just the offered exposed side, then they have the $29 option or the $19 option, which of course they can pay for the year in advance. Like, it doesn't have to be a monthly thing, because some people hate the monthly thing, which is fine too. There's that option. And then there will be a Ladies Offered Network offering again to like be a part of Ladies Offered Network. But I don't know what that's going to be yet. So you're it for now. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out what that needs to look like. But because Ladies Offered Network definitely has a space, it definitely has a reason, it definitely has an existence. And I still feel, you know, that, and I don't want anybody in Ladies Offered Network to get their feathers ruffled because now we have off-road exposed and there's a guy segment to it. But it's so completely separated that it shouldn't have any issues. That's my goal. And I also believe that anybody that is education-based and looking for education, it's a different type of personality. So we're not going to have the challenging personality that potentially, causes issues on the Facebook groups and all those other places that everybody has challenges with. So that's where Ladies Off-Road Network has been successful as well, is we have a great group of ladies for exactly that reason. So that's just me rambling on. But those are my sincere concerns, and those are my sincere thought processes, and those are my, real things that I have taken into consideration to make sure that I do this properly for everybody. Yeah, Bobby, right. And here's the thing, and now that it's just all of us talking, here's the thing. Our industry has changed very much. So me working in the off-road industry for 30 years, I've seen a ton of changes in it. And there's been another new, really big change. And the really big change in the last few years is we have a ton of new users. You may be one of them, so don't take it personal. But there's a ton of new users. And to be very fair, you don't know what you don't know. And you don't, like Bobby says, they don't even know how to air down or why to air down or what the theory is, right? So it's not their fault. Not their fault. And so we want to go after that and make sure that this knowledge base is available. And so with this new user base, it's not just Jeeps. It's not just Jeeps. You can go, before you could go buy a Jeep, a person could go buy a Jeep and, they maybe knew something about off-roading. And then the poor side-by-side people got attacked because here's all these side-by-side people that are tearing up our trails and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh my gosh, these poor people, which it was happening. And again, mindset, they could just go buy a vehicle. They didn't understand the rules of the road per se. But now every manufacturer out there has a four-wheel drive vehicle that is off-road capable. Lexus, Toyota, Jeep. Come on, name them off. What do you own, right? All of these different manufacturers have them. Yeah, Rivian, good. What else? Come on, guys, type them in. Every manufacturer has one. And so with that being said, any person can go to any dealership and buy an off-road capable vehicle. Even now these vans, these bigger RVs, right? And go off-road. Well, you don't know what you don't know. Airing down and airing up it sounds so simplistic. And our second one that comes out is four-wheel drive dynamics, right? You saw that in the app. Four-wheel drive dynamics. It's right there on the screen. And again, it sounds silly for me to say, yeah, I'm going to teach you how to put your vehicle in four-wheel drive, but every vehicle is a little bit different. And then people don't understand that four-wheel drive isn't actually four-wheel drive. And what's the difference between all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive and lockers and no lockers and all these things, right? And all of a sudden I was talking to this guy the other day and he's like, yeah, this broke, that broke, and all of a sudden I was in one-wheel drive and that's why I got stuck. If I had had at least two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, I would have been fine, but I was in one-wheel drive because my front drive shaft broke and I couldn't get into four-wheel drive, and so I had nothing. And so this is the big lesson. That's why there's a big lesson where I can really dive into the 7 layers of one thing. And then the little pro tip sub lessons where you can grab extra things. Yeah. So I'm really excited to be able to offer this to everybody. Like, there's so many people out there that have new vehicles and or they're just on a learning process. And so this is just my way of creating it. And, I came out of the media world. So I spent multiple years in the magazine business. I worked for Stand Addiction Magazine and Side by Side Action Magazine. Side by Side Action Magazine was the very first ever side by side magazine that was out there. There's 5 of us that were at the beginning of the side by side phase that really put a lot of information into what it is today. And so I came out of the magazine business. And what we lost when we lost the magazine business is, and some of you can relate to this and some of you maybe cannot, but like the way, quote, we learned was the magazines came in. And when the magazines came in Dirt Rider magazine, there was how to change your exhaust system on your dirt bike and how to rejet your dirt bike, right? On the 4-wheel drive magazines, there's how to change your exhaust, and there's how to set your suspension. Like, all these how-tos were in the magazines. Well, now we don't have the magazines anymore. And so with not having the magazines, we don't have the how-tos. And again, back to the new user group, they don't have the tools in order to grab that. Therefore, turn to the internet. Oh, my live stream will end in 5 minutes, FYI. So therefore, we turn to the internet. And when we turn to the internet, the challenge is, what do you trust and what do you not trust? And that's the scary part. That's the next part is scary, right? Is what do you trust and what do you not trust? What's right, what's wrong? And so again, you don't know what you don't know. And are we following the lead of the right thing? Which inputs Bauer Power Hour into my list of why it's very important, so that I can make sure that we have industry standard education out there and make sure that it goes really well. So there's some additional background words of behind the scenes of the grumpy cat. And with that, I think we better get out of here before we get kicked off. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And everybody say your good nights and goodbyes, and we will be back here soon enough. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to wear this amazing sweater. We got the deer Christmas tree number 4, and I'll show you all the rest of them later. All right. Yeah, we'll go live in here every once in a while, but we have another program that we're using for Bauer Power Hour, so we'll be using that. And that will push live to YouTube, Facebook, and a couple others as well. So I'll keep you all informed on my kitchen sink. Talk to you later. Gotta go.